All right, it is Tuesday. I know you feel blessed and refreshed. I'm back with another one. And today we are live again. Thank you so much for joining me. Let us not waste no time. Jump right into it. I'm going to try to keep it short for those coming back on the replay. How are you feeling? I had to help my daughter get ready, had to help her do her hair and such, but I made it. Thank you, God. All right, let me see what y'all got to say here this morning. Hey, Mr. Terry, thank you so much. I enjoy you putting on my broadcast there. It's so professional. It's accurate, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad you got my back. Thank you so much. Hey, Steve, my brother. Thank God for blessing me to see another day. Amen. Thank you, my brother. I feel covered. Thank you so much for coming in. To the viewers of the YouTube live stream, please set an alarm on your cell phone for each of these wonderful, informative, and entertaining YouTube live stream broadcasts. Thank you. Please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel get positive ratings. Yes, it does. May the 2nd. Perfect. I like that. Putting a date there, stuff like that. It gives us a timestamp so I can look back. My girls can look back and say, oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Hey, Mika, good morning. Thanks for coming in. All right. Y'all, this week, let me tell you this. Uh oh, my loud voice here. This week, let me tell you, this month, this year, is going too fast. I mean, we just started 2023, and here we are in month five. I just don't know. I just feel like I need to be close to my family. I need to prepare. I need to continue to study and do God's work. Like that's just all. That's all I can do. But besides that, um, as you can see by the title, we are trying. We're trying very hard to encourage each other to make school mornings easier. Now, these are things that I have tried, and so far they've worked. So I pray that you be encouraged and that maybe if you try, it worked for you as well. So, um, yesterday we just talked about letting our children set their own alarms. It just makes them have like a sense of responsibility, and also we're preparing them for the future. We're getting them, they're getting up and turning off their own alarm and getting going on their own, then think about when they're adults. They're not going to have any trouble getting up and getting their day started or helping their kids get their day started because we train them young. And even if they are teenagers, young adults, however old they are, and they still live with you, it's not too late to implement some of these rules, um, or some of these techniques, let me say, because if kids hear that it's a rule, they're going to be like, oh, no, I'm not following no rules, right? You know how they are nowadays. But just to be an encouragement to them to even spend more time with them, just to show them that, even though I'm 16, 17, 18 years old, mom and dad still care. So that's what we are talking about. Um, I hear a Okay, it stopped. I was gonna say it was a police car coming down the street. It's gonna get really loud. Um, so in my home, the school mornings did used to be really crazy, but just at that time back then, I only had my oldest, my one, and I think it was more crazy for me because I was tired because of staying up all night or whatever it was that I was doing, and I didn't want to get up with my daughter. So it made me irritable. It made me irritable every morning. And it's not anything that's okay, but I thank God for changing me, for changing my mindset, and get me to this point to where now maybe somebody else is on the same page. So you don't have to dread school mornings anymore. At this point, these techniques are, again, they're proven to work, and um, it could be like think about the empty threats in the morning. We're tired. We just rolled up out of bed, and we see our teenager or oldest get dressed, and they're taking their time, and the bus is coming in 3 minutes. And we're going to say, well, if you don't get dressed, I'm going to take your phone from you, or whatever it might be. That's an empty threat because we know that we're not paying them any attention. We're too tired to get up and go through with what we just told them. So they're just going to carry on the way that they carry on. Now, they might miss the bus. Now, you got to take them to school. And all that just causes so much headache and frustration in the morning. But at the end of the day, they are still our kids, and all this it starts with us. It's in us to give to them. Um, yep, there we go. So, what was I trying to say? After fussing at them or fussing at her, just waking up in a bad mood. By this time, after she's dressed, she's coming downstairs looking for breakfast. I'm too tired and annoyed, and I don't want to make breakfast. So she's eating cereal or something. At this point, she got an attitude first thing in the morning because of me, because I'm fussing at her for something. Maybe because she woke up late, maybe because we're rushing or whatever it might be. It was just so hectic. And once you get tired of that happening so much, then you want to make a change. And just like we talked about last week, having self control and self awareness as a parent, then it should be easy to make adjustments. So, but after all that was done, I was tired by 9 a.m. And it's like I still had to come home and clean up or do whatever before she comes back home from school. Actually, my 3-year-old was just not in school yet, so I still had to run around with a toddler all day. Well, now I thank God that it's different because they're both in school. But that was even more reason for me to get on top of some type of routine. So starting in about January is when I started getting both of them, making sure they were both up and ready. And at first it was hard because my little one is so used to waking up at 5 or 6 a.m. Um, because she's going to bed so early because that's all we did was stay at home to where she's up and ready to go to school and it's not time yet. And it was hectic. So, um, long story short, I had them make their own alarms. Uh, Obviously, setting my alarm as well because I'm not just going to leave all that responsibility on them and assume that they're going to get up. Even if they are teenagers, 16, 17, 18, I'm still going to get up and reinforce that, okay, they're waking up. I'm not going to wake them up with their alarm. I'm going to let the alarm wake them up. But I'm going to go and be able to be up handling my business, paying attention, making sure that she's doing what she's supposed to do. Hey, Frugal Mama, good morning. So, today, after making those alarms and stuff, we're gonna make sure we have a playlist for our kids in the morning, and we're gonna turn it up loud. Now, obviously, we want to make sure everybody else is awake, or we want to be in a predicament in a place in the house where you can turn up the music. But in reality, nobody in my house, anyway, I don't know about your house, but nobody in my house has ever really been a morning person. We just learn how to stop fussing and being upset and annoyed first thing in the morning, and we just learn to pray and coast through and just be peaceful and have a routine, stuff like that. But the one thing that's important, that an important part of our routine is a playlist, music. So the one thing that everybody should, it depends on your family, I should say, get excited about is music. So if I'm, later in the evening, if I'm making dinner or something, I got my music playing, I might be dancing along or singing or whatever with the kids, and it's fun. It's like a dance party, right? Sometimes they feel like joining in, sometimes they don't. Well, think about if we do that first thing in the morning and when everybody's awake. When we might not really feel like it, but what are we agitated for? Like we just woke up. We should thank God that we see another day. Hey, RX Nails, good morning. Good to see you. So once we have some self control and self awareness and change our mindset right there, then we have our playlist and turn it on, turn it up, get the kids involved, put some songs on there they like. And then they're going to get ready for school. They're going to sing along. They're going to They're going to feel more excited, more lively, especially if you get them to dance all before school. Think about it. If, most of us, maybe if we're going to work or even if we don't go to work, we might want to play some music while we're in the shower or getting dressed, right? We want to hear something um, instead of silence. So even sometimes if I don't play music, I'm going to sing. And when I tell you, it's to the point where my youngest is like, "Mom, okay, you don't have to sing today, Mom." Like, "Mom, I don't want you to." She's telling me to stop singing. It's cute, but that lets me know that it's been consistent. It's been a routine this whole time. She's used to it, and before I can even start singing, she's like, "Mom, it's okay, not today." But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be loud and silly in the morning, especially in the evening while I'm making dinner. I'm tired. I had a long day. The kids have been at school. They might be fussing and fighting with each other. They might be complaining about homework. I don't want to hear all that. I'm gonna just turn on that music. I'm gonna turn it up, and they're gonna be happy. They're gonna brighten up. They're gonna dance along. They're gonna get pumped, and that's what we need for them to do first thing in the morning. So then again, as they grow, that is gonna grow with them. They're gonna do this as young adults. As adults, they're gonna spread it on to their kids. And just think about the fact that you are a generational curse breaker just by implementing these things that nobody would have ever thought about. And some of you, I know, you might be old school parents. You say, I don't play around with my kids like that. I ain't doing all that. Well, in the world that we live in today, our kids need it. They need to know that mom and dad or guardian or whoever is not just some mad, really mad person all the time. They're not very serious. They're not somebody that I can't go talk to. Lighten up a little bit. As you see the world change, you should change. I do because I used to be a little more harsh, but then at some point I'm like, forget what they got to say. Like this is the time to bring my inner child out. I have a 3-year old. Like how many times she want me to play Barbie? What am I gonna say? I'm not playing Barbie with you. Play with your sister. Well, they're 8 years apart, so sometimes her sister don't feel like being bothered. She's older. She's like that. So I'm not gonna leave my baby out here, you know, like that. Oh no, go play by yourself. No, I'm gonna play with her. So we are this channel. If you haven't, you probably already know. But this, hey, boss lady Denise. I'm sorry I didn't see you here. I'm just talking. So this channel was created so that we can not only keep ourselves motivated, but keep our kids motivated. Because they are the next generation. They're gonna come up. They're gonna be just like you are, just how you talk, walk, eat, drink, all that. They're gonna copy you, right? What do you want them to inherit? What do you want them to carry on to the next legacy, the next generation? I like I said, my oldest, she's gotten so much better. We're working on attitude because she gets it. Honestly, she gets it from me because I didn't know no better. I always had an attitude. First thing waking up, she comes say good morning. I'm like, hey, or go wash your face. Did you go to the bathroom? Did you brush your teeth? Like first thing in the morning. And I'm being straight up, being transparent because I'm assuming that there's somebody out there who might be doing this thing right now. It's harming our kids, and it's not too late to change it around. Just seek God. You put God at the head of your life. You pray to Him about everything. You ask Him for help. Please help me with these kids. They driving me crazy. And He's gonna come in and He's gonna make it all right. You got to be committed. You got to continue to seek Him. He wants to have a relationship with us. We can have a relationship with our kids, our significant other, our friends, and so on and so forth, but we can't make time for God because He definitely gonna come in and He gonna show up and show out every aspect of your life. So this has been fun. I know it. I mean, these talks on the other channel they were about an hour long because I was trying to make it an hour long, but now I just feel like Hey sissy, I feel like God is using me in a mighty way, and some days he tell me to he say just bring it and just go. That's it. I can't even get back on YouTube some days to see. Sometimes I'm in the bushes or whatever. I, it's been hard. So I'm just saying that to say that sometimes it's okay. It it is okay to take a break, and it's definitely okay to let God lead you, because sometimes we be trying to push through, and I'm trying to get this video out. I'm trying to go support. I'm trying to go to the grocery store and cook dinner and clean up the house and do all this in one day, whatever. Sometimes guys say, no, you ain't got to do this and that and this and that. Just follow what I'm telling you. And I have to, God, what should I do? I don't feel good today. Should I go in here and clean up this bathroom and record it? Or should I just go clean up the bathroom? Because I know that's what I got to do. God said, just go clean up the bathroom. He'll lead you. It feels good to sit by yourself in peace and quiet if you can, and just pray. And he just talks. He just talks to you like, really soft whispers in your ear, but you can definitely hear God, and he's going to help us do all this. So while we over here motivating ourselves, getting ourselves pumped and ready, we are also putting that energy into our kids. So yeah, I think we've pretty much wrapped it up here. I got a new Kingdom Builders flyer going on my community tab, and Unique Speaks has prayer today, 7:30, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We got to go over see what Frugal Mama, see what energy she has for us today, and don't forget about Miss B. Miss B has been popping up in the afternoon, taking a walk, her and Angel, and looking at the geese and the ducks and stuff, and that just it's like it's peaceful. I don't know. It's calming. I don't know. That's just me. But don't forget Steve Gilmore. Still speaking that truth. He's not playing no games. You got to be prepared to hear the truth. Like he's not holding nothing back. So go on over there at 9. And yeah, we are still pushing through. And I will see y'all soon. Soon, soon. Stay humble. Stay encouraged. Stay you. That's it. That's all. As always, remember, be true to yourself. Because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye bye.